I'm done. All right. Get. Yeah, just wait. Get. Son. Get.
Some bodyguards really think sheer size is enough to dominate anyone in a fight. They walk in flexing, convinced that big muscles equal big punches. But the moment they step against someone who actually trains to fight, reality hits a lot harder than they expect. Their confidence melts, their strength means nothing, and they end up getting humbled in the most brutal way possible.
But one precise punch can change the fight to unexpected finish and result.
Today, we're listing down the most satisfying moments where cocky bodybuilders challenged MMA fighters and instantly regretted it. So, buckle up because things are about to get very interesting. Number 10. Bodybuilder tries to humiliate Conor McGregor, gets owned instead.
They humiliate Conor McGregor in a fight and gets humbled instead.
Yes, yes. Shamim, Conor, Shamim. Yes, like the back.
Let's kick this video off with pure instant karma energy. This bodybuilder really thought he could walk in and humiliate Conor McGregor, but funnily enough, by the halfway point, the bodybuilder was already humbled, scrambling to keep up, while McGregor maintained calm precision and total control. Because you can lift weights all day, but if you step into the cage against someone who knows how to fight, those muscles might as well be decorative. Number 9. James Thompson defeats Bobby Lashley.
Down. Yeah, the punches are slowing down. Oh, big right hand for Bobby Lashley.
Lashley, look at him, slinging him. Letting the leather fly here.
Lashley's hands are at his waist as he gets
for the
tagged.
uppercut. He's looking for the uppercut, Lashley is.
Stop. That was low. That rattled my nuggets down here at the table.
Over there. Fine. Clear knee.
And that's precisely.
This is one of those classic reminders that MMA is not a bodybuilding contest and even the biggest, strongest looking fighters can get outclassed by someone with the right game plan. Bob Lashley. Yes, that Bob Lashley, the WWE powerhouse built like a Greek statue, stepped into the cage at Superfight League 3 in 2012 with the confidence of a man who's used to throwing people around for a living. But James Thompson was not impressed. He just came to win. From the moment the fight got going, it became clear this was not going to be the bodybuilder crushes smaller dude scenario everyone expected. Thompson had the pressure, cardio, and scrappiness to make those muscles mean absolutely nothing. The results were pretty unexpected to some because Lashley losing was not supposed to be part of the script, especially not like this. But that's what makes this moment so good because it proves once again that muscles don't win fights. Skills dude Thompson didn't knock him out or submit him, but he didn't need to. He outworked him, outpaced him, and outfought him. Number 8. Bodybuilder tries to make a jiu-jitsu black belt lose, immediately learns his lesson.
He's cheating. He's using all these moves. All right. Come on. What? Come on. Take your ass home, pretty boy. Dumbass. Enough? Nope. What? Who's the master? Oh, you are. Yeah, say it. Say it loud. Who's the man? Who's the man? No burpee? No burpee? No burpee? Why are you bleeding your own blood? Huh? I'm done. All right. Get. Yeah, just wait. Get, son. Get. Oh.
Now this one is straight up comedy mixed with brutal reality. From the second the bodybuilder stepped in, you can already tell he was about to embarrass himself, but in the most entertaining way possible. The clip started with him trying to hype himself up by putting on his beanie, only to lose it 2 seconds later while taking off his shirt. Like, bro, if you can't even keep your hat on, how are you planning to survive against a jiu-jitsu black belt? And then the match finally began. The bodybuilder instantly went into full chaos mode. He was flailing, grabbing, hugging, doing whatever popped into his head. Meanwhile, the black belt was just chilling, calm, patient, almost amused, like he was wrestling a hyperactive toddler who just discovered caffeine. Every time the bodybuilder tried something, the black belt responded with actual skill, clean transactions, perfect grips, and zero panic. And then comes the moment everyone remembers. The black belt fought the bodybuilder with his own outfit. The contrast between the two is insane. The bodybuilder trains to look good and a jiu-jitsu guy trains to actually mess someone up. And the difference shows immediately. You don't beat a jiu-jitsu black belt with biceps. Number 7. Bodybuilder challenges MMA coach and gets humbled within seconds.
This bodybuilder challenged Conor McGregor's coach to a wrestling match, which probably wasn't a good idea. When they began, it picked up quickly and the bodybuilder soon realized he made a big mistake. And in just 15 seconds, the bodybuilder submitted.
This random gym bro with too much confidence and not enough sense decided to challenge Conor McGregor's actual coach to a wrestling match. Like, out of all possible humans you could pick, that was your choice. You didn't want to warm up with a blue belt first. The second they start, it becomes painfully clear that the bodybuilder has zero idea what he just signed up for. He walked in with that classic gym flex swagger, probably thinking strength alone was going to carry him through, but a coach who trains one of the most dangerous fighters on the planet was not sweating that. He was not even blinking. The match immediately went from friendly challenge to public lesson in humility. The MMA coach moved with that frightening smoothness only real professionals have. Meanwhile, the bodybuilder was scrambling, slipping, and throwing his weight around like that was going to magically solve everything. Within seconds, the coach takes control, and the best part is how effortless it looks. He doesn't even look like he was trying hard, just casually dismantling this giant dude like he was adjusting furniture. And then the inevitable happened. The bodybuilder tapped out. This clip is a perfect reminder that challenging an MMA coach is not bravery, it's a fast, free trial of humility. Number 6. Troll bodybuilder gets owned by MMA fighter. This moment is pure instant karma entertainment, starting with a bodybuilder who clearly isn't there to learn. He was there to troll. You can see it from the way he carried himself. Cocky stance, goofy smirk, acting like the practice session is some kind of playground where he can clown around. The moment they started moving, the bodybuilder's intentions were obvious. He was going for wild, sloppy swings, trying to show off his strength instead of actually practicing. He was laughing, taunting, and doing everything except real fighting. But the MMA fighter stayed patient, letting him show his whole personality before shutting him down. And then the switch flipped. The MMA fighter snapped into full technique mode, and the entire vibe changed in a split second. He catches the troll's horrible form instantly and punishes it with clean, sharp, controlled movement. The bodybuilder tries to rush in with his heavy arms, but he might as well be swimming through cement. By the end, the troll who walked in trying to clown suddenly looked humble, confused, and maybe a little embarrassed because he just learned the cold, uncomfortable, throughout the hard way. You don't play around with people who do this for real. Number 5. MMA fighter humbles 3 bodybuilders at once.
This is proof that size means nothing in a fight, because when this pro MMA fighter took on 3 bodybuilders, he shocked everyone with what he did next. The first bodybuilder lasted only 25 seconds, and the second one lasted a total of 12 seconds before tapping out. However, the final bodybuilder put up a decent fight, holding the pro off for over 1 minute. But despite this, the pro still found the submission and made him tap, humbling the bodybuilders.
This is legendary humiliation energy. The clip opens with an ultimate truth bomb. Size means nothing in a real fight. And if anyone still doubted this pro MMA fighter decided to settle the debate by doing the unthinkable, taking on 3 bodybuilders back to back. No breaks, no warm-up rounds, just straight smoke for anyone brave enough to step forward. The first guy stepped in looking confident, and he didn't even last 25 seconds. The fight didn't even have time to develop. The MMA fighter grabbed him, locked him up, and it was over before the bodybuilder could even process what was happening then. The second bodybuilder jumped in like he was about to revenge his friend, but somehow manages to perform even worse. Dude probably spent more time walking into the cage than staying in the fight. At that point, the pro MMA fighter was basically speedrunning submissions. And then came the third bodybuilder, the final boss of the group. He was resisting, he was scrambling, and he was giving every ounce of strength he had. But despite the guy's size, effort, and determination, the pro still read him like an open book. And just like the first two, the third bodybuilder also tapped out, officially completing the humiliation trifecta. Number 4. Fighter accepts a challenge from a trained bodybuilder and wins.
30 seconds. Get on top, mount. Roll that way. Roll that shit. Roll that way. Roll, keep rolling. Get on top. Motherfuckers be big for no reason. Big for no reason. Come on. Good shit, yo. Come on. Winner.
This moment is honestly the definition of don't judge a fighter by his muscles. The setup is already vile. A beginner MMA fighter stepping up to fight a trained bodybuilder. On paper, it sounds like a mismatch. One guy has techniques still in progress. The other has years of sculpted muscles stacked on muscle. You would think this ends with the MMA newbie getting folded like a launcher, but nope. This moment flips every expectation on its head. The fight starts and instantly you can feel the bodybuilder's confidence. He walks in with that classic gym bro aura, like strength alone could carry him through anything. Number 3. Bodybuilder fails in front of a smaller MMA fighter.
This fight shows that size does matter only to a certain extent. This bodybuilder looks scary, and on the first view, one would expect that the smaller MMA fighter has no chance to beat him in octagon.
Now this is the perfect example of why size is not everything should be printed on every gym mirror. This clip starts off with exactly what everyone's thinking. Yeah, size matters, but only to a certain extent. This bodybuilder definitely looks intimidating at first glance. Big frame, big muscles, big ego, the type of dude you would expect to stream roll and even smaller than him. If you just looked at the two fighters side by side, you would probably bet your whole paycheck that the smaller MMA guy does not stand a chance. But then that is the beauty of real fighting. Appearances mean absolutely nothing. The bodybuilder walks in like he's about to dominate the entire octagon, but the MMA fighter stays calm, focused, and patient. Yeah, he was not flexing. He was just analyzing, waiting, calculating, and then boom, one clean, precise, perfectly timed punch. That's all it took. The moment the punch landed, the whole vibe of the fight flipped instantly, because nobody expected the smaller guy to just fold the bodybuilder like that. It's the kind of punch that not only wins you the fight, but also humbles your opponent for life. This whole interaction proves one thing that MMA fans already know. Technique will always go across strength. The bodybuilder might have looked like the scarier guy, but the MMA fighter had skilled timing and actual combat experience. And in real fights, those three things beat muscles every single time. The finish is so fast and so clean that it actually feels unreal. 1 second the bodybuilder is towering over him, then the next second the entire fight is over before it even starts. It's like the perfect unexpected ending. One precise punch can completely flip the result. This moment is a reality check for every gym pro who thinks biceps equal power. The octagon doesn't care how big you are, it cares how well you can move, react, and strike. Number 2. Body. Builder gets thrown around like a rag doll 3 times in 4 seconds. Now this one is straight up comedy because this clip doesn't even give you time to blink. Yet, 4 seconds in and the bodybuilder is already getting tossed around like a rag doll. No build-up, no suspense, just imagery and welcome to reality, sir. It was more like a clown versus a fighter. The second the MMA fighter grabs him, it wraps. The bodybuilder goes flying not once, not twice, but 3 times in 4 seconds. Bro got launched like an NPC glitching in a video game. And the wild part, the MMA guy was not even trying. Do bodybuilders seriously believe they will walk and flex once and everyone will just collapse? I mean, a trained fighter only needs one grip to rearrange their entire understanding of physics. No matter how many hours you spend pumping iron, it does not translate into knowing how to fight. An MMA fighter doesn't think. He reacts instantly, accurately, and aggressively. Number 1. Bodybuilder tries to fight with an MMA fighter, fails to make him even flinch.
This is proof that huge muscles doesn't entirely equal strength, because when this bodybuilder challenged an MMA fighter in a stomach punch competition, things didn't go as planned. At first, he tried to punch him with 50% of his strength, but it did nothing to him and even said this.
My sister is harder.
Come on. The bodybuilder was confused and decided to ask a coach for some advice.
Can you give me some technique tips here?
Yes, I need you to whip the hip.
So now he was going to use 100% of his power, but here's what happened.
I'm gonna hurt my hand. I give up.
Okay, let's be real. This moment is peak bro, what were you thinking energy. The clip opens and immediately you can tell this bodybuilder has never thrown a punch in his entire existence. Like, then convinced these are the first punches this man has ever attempted. This is probably how my punches are in nightmares, because that's exactly what it looked like. Slow motion dream punches where your arms feel like noodles. And the best part, he's not just punching some random MMA guy. The heavyweight monster himself. That switch up was absolutely wild. Imagine thinking you're about to test your to a strength on a regular fighter and suddenly you're face to face with the dude who literally sends people into other dimensions for a living. The bodybuilder comes in with what he thinks is a full power punch and Francis doesn't even blink. Not a flinch, not a shuffle, nothing. Bro stood there like someone gently tapped him to ask for the Wi-Fi password. That was like the weakest punch I've ever seen. The guy really pulled back like he was about to go. Full power only to tap Francis as he was checking if the stove was hot. Looks like the whole bigger muscles equal to stronger. Fighter myth got obliterated instantly. These moments are the proof that muscle alone doesn't make you unbeatable, whether it's a takedown, a choke, or a simple strike that exposes their weaknesses. MMA fighters remind everyone why training matters. If you enjoyed watching these wannabe self-proclaimed masters get humbled, be sure to hit the like button, share your favorite moments from the video in the comments below, and subscribe for more wild moments like these. See you in the next video.